All right, let's talk a little bit about relief carving. Now, relief carving dates back way before ancient Egypt, but they're kind of the ones that popularized it. We are going to do a little bit of that on our slab plates. So you can see I have this kind of very rough fish design that I'm going to be doing. And I've traced over it with a pencil on a stiff slab so that the imprint goes through and so we can see a little bit what we're doing. Now, because it is stiff slab and I'm using fresh clay, I'm going to score and slip this just a little bit so there's no adhesion issues. You don't need a ton, just enough to kind of moisten it back up. And then I'm going to cheat a little bit by just placing fresh clay on instead of carving this whole thing. You can see I'm just kind of roughly filling in the outline that we've done. You want to make sure you're pressing kind of hard to make sure the adhesion is good. You can outline it with your tools, clean it up a little bit. You can see I'm coming back in with my tools to clean up those edges. This just is a really quick and dirty way to get your carving. Of course, you could just roll a thicker slab and carve this design out. But this way you get a really nice relief, a lot of height out of the piece just by adding a little bit of clay. Once I've stuck all of the clay that I'm going to put on, I'm going to take my tools and just go ahead and detail this real quick. Again, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. As long as it is intentional and it makes sense and it's kind of a clear image, that is totally fine. Now, an easier way to do a background texture would have been to do the texture first and then go ahead and attach the piece. But you can just kind of work around what you've already stuck on there. I'm going to show you a couple different examples of textures that you can apply. You don't have to do any of these specifically. These are just some ideas. And there we have it, a quick relief carving. You can do this on plates, you can do it on bowls, you can do it on the outside of mugs, you can even do it on the inside of mugs if you're careful.